Hi everyone, let's talk about Castlevania 1, the first Castlevania ever made. I played this game a lot of times recently because I really wanted to try to make a proper video, but I will just talk about my thoughts in my head. They tell me to kill somebody. Woo! Just kidding! Liberals, black humor, relax. Comedy is legal now if you don't remember that. So yeah, let's talk about the first Castlevania ever. This game is great. This is a really like short, a very short review of the game. I played the first Castlevania ever and I had my fun. The game is hard. Game is actually hard. So what I like about the difficulty of the game, first of all, it has good saves. Why it's important? Because usually old games have bad, modern games can have bad saves. Have you ever played Dark Souls? I did. It has bad saves. You die and you have to run to the boss, and you just like do stupid thing when you run for 2 minutes. It's just well, everybody has their own thoughts. I don't like them. In Castlevania, you actually have like good saves. You have saves between the levels, like global checkpoints. You have shorter saves on the like stages because each level separated in stages. And another thing about difficulties, enemies are really cool. This is a really strange thing, but enemies are very cool in this game. What do I mean by that? I mean that if you take an enemy, they have some little quirk, one little thing that makes them special. For example, a hunchback, she's like jumps. Hunchback is cool, and when she reaches like a range of your attack with a whip, like he jumps over you. So he's like getting close enough, and you're like, and he just jumps like in movies. And he jumps over your head. He's like, wow. And you have to play. He's back now. I have to attack again. And he jumps again. And he jumps back and forth. And he damages you. And you die. And you have to learn how to properly like time an attack or use a sub weapon. Yeah, game has sub weapons. Let's talk about sub weapons later. I will finish with enemies first. Another cool enemy is double-headed dragon. This enemy is amazing in this game. This is just too good. And you know what's his feature? It's just a turret, but it shoots 2 times. So what, you might say? 2 times? Dr. Disrespect cheated on his wife 2 times. There is nothing special about that. Well, yes, but in Castlevania, you have like really long delay between attacks and before attacks. So you're like, sha, sha, sha. And if you just spam attack, you will miss time your like second attack. So it shoots 2 fireballs at you. You can break them. You must break the fireballs. You can't like jump over them. You can't do anything. You have to attack, break the fireball, and wait for the second one, yet attack again. You can't like spam attack, because if you just spam attack, fireball will hit you between your spam. And it's intentional. And you understand that it's intentional. You're like, oh, this is so genius. I don't know why it's genius, but it's genius. And you like learn how to time it like, and you just wait for a second, like, again, and you kill the second fireball, and it's amazing. And after that, you come closer to the turret, and you like, and you kill it, and you're like, fuck yeah. If you played other games like Dark Souls, or maybe Dark and Darker is a better example. So, the one of the things, oh my god, my headphones are slowly breaking, and it's just, do you see that? It's just, oh my god, I need a new pair of headphones. Subscribe to me. Oh, what happened? It's stuck there. Well, it's better get stuck there. Anyway, if you ever played Dark Souls or Dark and Darker specifically, in Dark and Darker, enemies are killing players. Like when the playtests came out and new players came in the game, they like, Opa, skeleton, and skeleton just, whoa, and you lose half of your health. Like that's the thing about the Dark and Darker. It's not that enemies are hard. They are not hard. When you play the game long enough, you will learn how to jump around and how to dodge them. You can run around the room, spam spells and stuff. You'll be fine. But it's very punishing. It's a very punishing game. So you have to learn. You have to learn how to fight enemies. If you don't do that, you will just get punished really hard. You can't spam heals, bandages, healing potions. It's like a limited resource because it's like an extraction game, right? Your like resources are limited. You can't just heal the damage, so you have to learn it. And when the game just came out, like 12 people in the lobby, 9 of them died to skeletons. That's how was the Dark and Darker when it came out. And this is very cool. Game like, sorry, brother, you gotta learn this or you're not coming through. Same with the Castlevania. It's just a game punishes you and it's good because it's not like it doesn't take much time to replay the level. So the worst thing can happen is you die at the boss and you lose all your life. So you have to restart the level, not the stage, the level. Like you have to get like far. And even in this case, you get far like by 5 minutes, maybe 7, I think. 6, 7. 6, 7. 6, 7. 6, 7. So you will have to go back by 7 minutes, which is not that bad. And even if you don't like it, you can just use save states. This is not cheating. Cheating is what your wife did to me with me yesterday. Just kidding. Black humor. Don't forget, liberals. Don't forget. Yeah. I mean, maybe save states are cheating. So what? Like, you play the game, you enjoy it the way you want. So I really don't want to be the guy that, well, if you play Dark Souls with magic, you actually didn't play the game because you didn't have to face the difficulties that I had with my katana dexterity build. Fuck you, Leatherman. Yeah. It's just like, you paid for the game. I mean, it's your life, right? But I should say that if you use save states, you will get less challenge and it will feel less enjoyable when you win, obviously. Because you need stakes, you need to suffer. So when you win, you will be actually happy. And if you don't have that in your life, well, I mean, if you didn't struggle before killing a boss, if there is no stakes, if you don't have to go back, you will not like be happy when you kill the boss, right? Whole game is like basically a what's the word? I don't know. There is like thing when people have to run through, and there is lot of obstacle run. Maybe that's literally how it's called. When you like have run, you like. After that, you jump down, and you like, and you jump over something like, ha, ha. There must be the challenge. Otherwise, it's not fun to win, right? That's why I told her before. No, I will not make this joke. This is too black humor. This is like too much for a YouTube video. We will not get him. We'll get banned. We'll get in prison with those jokes. But yeah, another interesting thing about the Castlevania is holy water. Holy water is a OP weapon in this game because in the Castlevania you have hit stun. When you hit somebody, they get stunned. This is bad. For enemies, good for you. But the thing is, the holy water is a damage over time thing. You throw the bomb and it leaves a puddle on the ground. Which means that enemy stays in the puddle because they are stunned. And they keep staying until the puddle disappears. And you can throw 2 or 3 of them if you get an upgrade. Upgrade is very easy to get. You have to break 10 candles. You'll get an upgrade. So you can like throw a bottle. Enemy is stunned. And while he's stunned, you pull out a... Oops, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to hit you guys. Or maybe I do. You throw another bottle of holy water. And after that, you throw another bottle of holy water. And you can do this not just to enemies. You can kill any boss with that. This is like immersive sim kind of thing. I don't know what to say. This is very abusive. And you know what's very cool? developers knew about how OP holy water is, and they put the holy water at the very beginning of the level. So if you want to kill a boss with a holy water, you have to pick up in the very beginning, and you cannot lose any lives, because if you die and lose a life, you lose the sub weapon and you can get a new one. So you take the holy water. You are not allowed to pick any other sub weapons. You have to go through all the way through, and it's harder to do because you cannot die. Usually you can die like 2 or 3 times before like level resets, um, and you lose all your checkpoints. But with the holy water, you cannot die once. So you have to go all the way through. You have to learn the position of the chicken in the wall, the famous chicken in the wall. It's meat that heals you, but why it's in the wall, who knows? And if you carry the water whole way, you kill the boss. And another thing that's really cool about the first Castlevania ever, the very interesting thing is soundtrack. Soundtrack is amazing, especially because you have like a Nintendo music chip. I think it was a dog shit chip. Well, like good for its time, but you understand it's like very limited amount of tools. I think it can make like 2 sounds at a time, and one was used for the bass line or something. I don't know. It's like on the third level, soundtrack is amazing, and that's a very cool thing when tool is limited. Like you can't make good music. I mean, you can make a good music. You have a limited amount of resources. So yeah, soundtrack is amazing in this game. And the last fight, Dracula, is also good. Before the Dracula, I have a dedicated save spot, so even if you lose all your lives, you still begin at the Dracula. And the coolest thing about the Dracula is that it's hard but simple, so it's not a complex fight, but it has 2 phases. And when I tried to Google how to kill the Dracula, you know what's the most amazing thing about it? What made me really happy is that when you open the video on YouTube, they give you a guide. Like, you should jump over the fireballs, hit him in the head with a whip, and repeat it 16 times. Okay. You open the second one, and they say, well, you don't have to jump over fireballs. You actually have to run back and hit only the middle fireball and throw a boomerang instead of using the holy water. And wait, that's a completely different strategy? Okay. And you open the third video, and the guy says, well, actually, you break the fireballs, but you do it with the holy water, and you do it in the front of the Dracula, and this way you can make more hearts, and with these hearts you will have more mana to throw the holy water on the second phase and kill the boss, stun locking him, because you can't stun lock the first phase of the Dracula. You can do that only with the second one, but you need a lot of mana for that, and you can farm this mana during the fight if you like throw the holy water properly. So it's like, wait, that's like a third way to kill the boss. And there's like a little tiny trick where you can come in the arena and get back before triggering the Dracula, and the candle respawns, and you can farm all the candles to get all the hearts. So you have like 100 hearts and you can kill the boss. All of this is amazing because fight is like really simple, as I said, but hard. Very like rewarding. Also, the last level before the Dracula is cool because it's just too much stuff happening on the screen, and you understand you are not capable to beat it. So you have to use the time stop sub weapon to just run through the level. This is like some Ludo narrative harmony. This is like game tells you, it's fucking over. There are bats mini bosses that you had to kill like one. You have 5 of them. You have fucking hunchbacks flying on the birds, and they drop on you and they jump around, and you have to kill them or something. I don't know. A lot of stairs. Stairs suck in this game. You move really slowly on the stair. Game is very slow on its own. Very tactical, like first Dark Souls, because you like have a delay between attacks. You have a delay before attack. You move slowly, all of that. So yeah, I like this thing. And another thing I wanted to know, the game has a loop. Turns out Nintendo Entertainment System games have loops. This is a really cool kind of thing, to my surprise, because when you start a second loop, it's basically a new game plus. Game remembers the stage, so it becomes like stage 19 instead of stage 0 again. And enemies are getting stronger. They have more move speed. New enemies appear, like bats that weren't there. And you're like, wow, this is amazing. They actually like made the game have a new game plus feature, but it was a common thing for Nintendo Entertainment System, turns out. In Contra, for example, just a lot of enemies spawn each time, and on the like 10th time, Nintendo Entertainment System struggles to process all of that, and you start lagging. You just can't play the game properly because you just start lagging because of these new loops again and again and again. Yeah, so at the end of the day, I think I should say, I think it's a like solid 7 out of 10 experience, which is very good for a game that's 40 years old. My advice, play the game. If it's too hard for you, you can use save states. If it's not hard to you, just play it properly. You can play it on the modern hardware like Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, and PC. Well, on Steam for sure. I don't know about other consoles. They released old games, like Game Boy games, NES games, like almost all of them in different collections. You can just buy the collection. Yeah, that's it. I also played Castlevania 2. I will talk about it in the next video. Subscribe to my channel. Leave a like. Well, if you finished watching the video and you like, yeah, it's not bad. Actually, leave a like, leave a subscribe. That's very important. As you can see, we have only 2 subscribers right now, and one of them from the video named I Microwaved Cola. That's my biggest video right now. We need to progress, and for that I need your support. Yeah, good luck.